Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video in Minus Haven. I really wanted to just get this video out there because the so-called forbidden sacrifice is well on its way, and I just wanted to talk about it really. I wanted to give my impression on the forbidden sacrifice update and just let you guys know how I feel about it. So I feel like I should probably just, get into it. Now, in terms of third sacrifice, it needs to be a harder achievement. Obviously, Sacrifice 1 and Sacrifice 2 are, let's be honest, it's an easy task that could take no less than a couple days, really, to get to. I feel like Sacrifice 3 should have a lot more of an objective, so pushing it towards, a minimum of 10,000 lives to get to third sacrifice from second sacrifice is definitely a reasonable level of a achievement to bring upon, because by the time you bring out third sacrifice, most people are going to have over 10,000 lives. I also believe that making the rebirth price 25 duodecillion to be able to rebirth in third sacrifice for the first time is definitely a far cry from a little bit too much. I think pushing it that high is really putting it close, because duodecillion at life 20 first sacrifice, second sacrifice is already hard enough as it is, but making it so you need duodecillion for third sacrifice is already quite literally almost impossible. And with the idea that most people, well, everybody won't be able to open boxes on the first life in third sacrifice, just adds to the frustration and stress that is trying to get to the first rebirth. So maybe pushing it down to something like septillion would be a more reasonable requirement to rebirth for the first time in third sacrifice, I would say. Now, I've heard words from other people that in third sacrifice, not only are you going to lose all of your boxes and all your UC, but you're also losing all of your shards, all of your research points, and you won't be able to get any of your collectibles and exotics back until at least life 250, I heard. Let's be real, most people are already going to struggle to rebirth to life 100 at third sac, unless you really have time on your hands and you can give yourself at least 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 days to get to life 100. Maybe even a week. But yeah, I feel like if that is going to be the case, at least letting most people, keep some of their boxes, like maybe getting rid of the ability to open Infernos and Unreals and Spectrals and Halloween boxes and all these other ones, but at least letting us open our regular boxes would at least give a little bit of a push, and gives us a little bit more of a variety of items to use to be able to reach rebirth price. I guess one of the positives with the third sacrifice is the idea that the blueprints that you obtain from the craftsman won't save. Now, some of you guys must be thinking, what do you mean that's a positive? What do you mean? That's a negative. It means we have to work again. Exactly. It means you have to work for it again. I think that it makes the game more challenging, which gives it more, it lets us have something to work towards again. Gives us a little bit more to do, because at the end of the day, third sacrifice is just a whole new door that's being opened towards, this game. I am genuinely excited for third sacrifice. And not only will third sacrifice be a game changer for Miners Haven and for the community, but it would also bring the game back. It'll also bring all of the OG players back who have gotten bored of this game. Think about that for a second. The game will come back. Like, yes, you've got like 200, 300, 400, maybe even 500 some days concurrent players. But I think the day you bring out Third Sacrifice and address the news to most people on the server, the Discord server and all of that, the game will jump in popularity. I'm talking well up to nearly 10,000 players, which is a major positive for this game. So that's a positive towards not only the game coming back alive, which also adds to maybe future updates being more frequent because there is a more higher demand for it, but also it'll bring the you know, the entertainment back, and it'll also bring it up to a wider audience and maybe even bring the game up to its popularity that it deserves, because this game is a really, really, really good game. The ideas behind this game is absolutely incredible. Yes, it's a tycoon, but it's a tycoon that has been created in such a way that it gives us a variety, rather than just clicking on buttons and that's it. So yes, Third Sacrifice definitely should go ahead and happen this year, I'd say, because a lot of the rumors have been said that Third Sacrifice will come out towards the end of this year, and I would say yes, bring it out after Halloween. I'd say let us enjoy the Halloween update first. That's if there will be a Halloween update this year, which I'm sure there will be. But yes, bring out the Halloween updates, and then after, just before Christmas, bring out Third Sacrifice, because then that will work really well with the Christmas update, because not only will we be in a brand new map and have a whole list of new objectives, but we'll also have a Christmas event on top of that, giving us exotics that we may use to rebirth during Third Sac. So realistically, if you was to bring out Third Sacrifice this year, bring it out after Halloween. That's what I'm just going to say now. Also, I like the idea of bringing out new slipstreams. Some slipstreams I've also read are becoming reborn proof. Now, if that's the case, that would be insane. Obviously, I'm expecting, you know, the developers to make the slipstreams currently incredibly almost useless, because right now slipstreams are so overpowering. You could relate them to things like superstitious items, with some, you know, some slipstreams doing almost 400 times base upgrade, which is insane. So I'm sure they'll probably decrease the multiplier by a very, very handsome amount before they even make it reborn proof for our advantage. Also, I do like the idea of making it so Third Sacrifice is going to be Z minus rather than S plus, or, you know, something like that. I think that's a pretty nice little twist, because obviously for the last 4 years we've lived with S, you know, you know, lowercase S plus, and then now S, capital S plus, which is just a good idea, I guess. It adds a little bit of a twist and it makes the game just that little bit more interesting. One of the big changes that I am excited about in Third Sacrifice is the suffixes and how they're going to change. Currently, our suffixes finishes at, I think it's E plus 303, if I'm not wrong, or E plus 30. No, it's E plus 308, isn't it? Yeah, because after that it's infinite. It's so. But they're basically, long story short, doubling the suffixes from 308 to, get this, guys, 614. That is insane. That is crazy, genuinely. Also, things that I probably should mention to some people who don't know much about Third Sacrifice and need to know about the requirements to get Third Sacrifice, one thing you must do is complete the Heart of the Void. If you have not completed Heart of the Void yet, you won't be able to obtain the Third Sacrifice. So, just a little word of warning out there to some of you guys who have not completed the Heart of the Void yet. Do it. Complete the Heart of the Void. Because when Third Sacrifice comes out, you will probably be surprised to see that you won't be able to do Third Sac. Also, something that I find really, really good is that apparently one of the positives to Third Sacrifice is that not only are you going to obtain a Third Sacrifice item, but you will also be able to craft the Ultimate Sacrifice and the Final Sacrifice at the at the ruins, the Forbidden Ruins, whatever they're called, the thing that you can obtain after the Heart of the Void, which is, to me, oh yes, baby, please. Because now that will be 6 resetters will be available to us. 6 resetters at our disposal. I think that's really all I have to say about Third Sacrifice. I obviously know about the new Reborn items that you'll be able to obtain. And that will be addressed in a future video, where I go over all of those Reborn items that are set to come out. And I'll let you know how I feel about them. But for now, I think that's all I have for today. If you guys disagree with anything that I say, my response is that's just called having an opinion. And if you don't like it, well, alright then, I guess you don't. But that's my opinion, and that's why we all have one. Thank you all for watching though. I do appreciate your attention. I hope you, you know, at least took a little bit of an idea of what I believe is positive and negative about Third Sacrifice. And I will catch you all around in a future video. Have a good time, guys.